Most men send texts like, "Hey, what's up?" or "How was your day?" and wonder why their conversations fizzle out like a flat soda. But here's the truth. Texting isn't just about words. It's about psychology. It's about triggering emotions, planting ideas, and making a woman think about you long after she's put her phone down. So if you're sick of sending messages that get ignored or dry responses, listen up. Because once you master these 3 texting secrets, women will start craving your messages. They'll feel a pull toward you, even if they don't fully understand why. And no, this isn't about pickup lines or cheesy tactics. It's about mastering the game of human psychology. If you don't click away in the next 30 seconds, I promise you'll learn something that changes the way women respond to you forever. Let's dive in. Oh, and before we continue, I've got something special for you. A free ebook, The Female 30 Dark Manipulation Tricks. It reveals the hidden secrets to how to control the mind of anyone. Grab it now. Link in the description or pinned comment. Let's move on and make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Texting secret number 1, the unfinished story method. Most guys try way too hard in their texts. They think they have to impress her with perfect grammar, long paragraphs, or funny jokes. But here's what actually works: leaving things unfinished. Think about it. When you start a movie but don't finish it, your brain keeps thinking about it. When a song gets cut off before the chorus, it drives you crazy. That's called the Zeigarnik effect, a psychological phenomenon where people remember and obsess over incomplete things more than finished ones. Women experience this too, especially in texting. That's why one of the most powerful texting secrets is the unfinished story method. Here's how it works. Instead of texting her, "I had the craziest thing happen today," and then explaining everything in one go, you say, "I had the craziest thing happen today, but I'll tell you later." Or, "You won't believe who I ran into today, but I'll save that for when I see you." See what happens? You're creating mystery. You're planting a thought in her mind that keeps circling back to you. Now she's the one following up. She's the one who wants to keep the conversation going. This works because most guys are too available. They text like a customer service rep, answering every question instantly, explaining every detail and leaving zero mystery. The unfinished story method flips that dynamic. You become the guy she's chasing instead of the other way around. And the best part? Doesn't just work over text. The next time you're on a date and she asks, "So what do you do for fun?" Don't just spill everything. Say, "It's hard to explain. You kind of have to see it." Now she's intrigued. She wants to know more. And that, my friend, is how you become unforgettable. Texting secret number 2, the emotional roller coaster effect. Here's a brutal truth. Women don't fall for nice guys. They fall for emotional experiences. Let's break this down. Think about your favorite TV show or movie. Does it keep you hooked because everything is predictable and safe? No. It keeps you watching because of highs and lows, tension and release, excitement and uncertainty. That's exactly what makes a woman emotionally addicted to texting you. If your messages feel like a straight, predictable road, she'll get bored. But if your texts take her on an emotional roller coaster, she'll keep coming back for more. Here's how you do it. Tease her playfully. Challenge her, instead of just agreeing with everything she says. If she says, "I love sushi," instead of saying, "Me too," say, "Sushi? That's such a basic choice. I expected you to be more adventurous." Now she's invested. She's going to defend herself. and suddenly you've created fun tension. Use unpredictability. Don't text her good morning every single day like a programmed bot. Instead, disappear for a bit, then drop in with something unexpected. I just saw something that reminded me of you, but I'm still deciding if it's a compliment or not. Make her experience emotions, not just words. Instead of texting, "I miss you," try, "It's weird. I walked past this little cafe today, and it smelled exactly like your perfume." Now she's feeling something. She's mentally there with you. The key is to break out of predictability. If you create emotional variety, she'll be glued to her phone, waiting for your next message. Texting secret number 3, the reverse chase strategy. Let's talk about the biggest texting mistake most men make. They text a woman. She takes hours to reply. And what do? They double text. They send longer messages to get her attention. They act more interested, hoping she'll reciprocate. But here's the secret. The more you chase, the less attractive you become. Women want a man who is a challenge. Someone whose attention is valuable, not freely given. And that's exactly why the reverse chase strategy works like magic. Instead of rewarding her slow replies with more attention, you do the opposite. You mirror her energy. If she takes 3 hours to reply, you take 6 hours to respond. If she sends short messages, you send even shorter ones. What happens next is pure psychology. She starts wondering why you're not as invested. She starts checking her phone more. She starts chasing you. And then, when she finally sends a long, engaged text, that's when you reward her with attention. This is called intermittent reinforcement. It's the same psychological principle that makes people addicted to slot machines. When a reward is unpredictable, people become obsessed with getting it. And that's exactly what happens when you pull away instead of chasing. Here's a powerful example. Let's say you text her, "Hey, I found this amazing new coffee shop. You'd love it." She responds 5 hours later with a weak reply like, "Oh, nice. What's it called?" Most guys would answer immediately with all the details. Instead, you wait and then reply hours later with, "Oh, I forgot, but it had the best espresso I've ever had." Now you're flipping the script. You're showing her that your world keeps moving with or without her. And that's when she starts chasing. Now that you know these texting secrets, here's the real question. Will you actually use them? Most guys will go back to their old habits, over-texting, over-explaining, and chasing women who barely respond. But the smart ones? They'll apply what they just learned. They'll create mystery, spark emotions, and flip the script. And suddenly, women will start chasing them. So the next time you reach for your phone, remember this. The way you text isn't just about words. It's about power. It's about setting the tone of the relationship from the very start. And once you master that, you'll never have to wonder where you stand with a woman again. If you found this valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a strategy that could change the game for you. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strategic, and stay in control.